Hey there everyone, I hope that you guys are having a great time and that you are as excited as I am, or if not, as excited as Kelsit for the fact that Arknights is about to drop in Arknights Global very soon. Now before this event drops, there's a very hot topic that I got to talk about with you guys, which has to do with the 6-star Selector pack that comes together with this event. This pack offers a 10x hit hunting permit as well as the ability to choose a 6-star that you want. This is one of the most popular packs that people will purchase and it comes twice a year. With so many people buying it, in today's video, we're going to answer two questions that many people want to know of, which is number 1, is this pack going to be worth it for you to buy? And number 2, if you were to purchase it, which operator should you be getting? So let's answer it all right now. So as mentioned for this 30 USD pack, it offers a 10x hit hunting permit as well as an advanced operator invocation permit, which is what you can call a 6-star selector ticket. There are some limitations to the 6 stars that's being featured on the ticket, which for 1, limited operators are not within the ticket, and number 2, you can only select up to a certain 6-star that's within the game, and not the most recent 6-star that has been added to the game. In this case, for this season of the ticket, you can select all the way up until Blemish Shine. If you take a look at the entire plethora of 6 stars here, there's a lot of strong and fun operators for you to choose from. Now take note that you can only buy one of these packs per person, meaning if you're planning to buy 5 packs at once to top up on your account, you can't do that. You can only buy one pack, meaning to say you can only grab one 6-star at once. Now before we answer which 6-star you should be selecting, let's first answer the question of is it worth for you to buy this pack. Now the best pack that I can use for comparison is the monthly hit hunting pack, which sells at 26 USD. That pack offers 42 original prime, as well as giving you a 10x hit hunting permit. If you trade all of the OP for pools, because maybe you're desperate, you want a lot of pools, then that one's gonna give you 22.5 pools. As compared to this pack that sells for 4 USD more, you're getting 10 pools plus technically 1 pool, except that this 1 pool guarantees you a 6-star of your choice. So one pack gives you more pools and it's less expensive, but the other one gives less pools but it's more expensive. So which one is more worth? Well, if you think about the idea of the gacha in the game, to be fair, the Selector pack is going to be a lot more worth for you. You can gain a lot of pools from the monthly hit hunting, but when trying to pull for a standard banner or event banner, you might end up having the chance of not getting a 6-star that you want, which is very disappointing. In the event banner, there's a 50-50 chance of getting the 6-star on the banner, and in the standard banner, it's 25% chance of getting a specific 6-star. Now if you pay 30 USD, there's a 100% chance, choose any 6-star that you want, the game will give it straight to you, which makes this 30 USD a pretty damn well spent one. So if let's say you can afford it, good for you, I find that this pack is quite a steal. But if let's say you can't get it yet, you don't have enough cash on hand, then you probably need to go about saving your money. If you're having trouble save your money, may I introduce you to Indomie? I mean, you can be eating that every day, right? And you save your money and I think you'll have enough at the end. But of course, I'm not telling you to eat instant noodles every day. At the end of the day, please take care of your health, alright? If you can save some money every day till the end of the event and buy this pack, then that's a very nice thing for you to do. You know, just to save the money to get something you want once in a while. But if you can't, then don't worry, you're not really losing out. As much as this pack is very worth, there's always the next 6 months for this pack to come back again, and there will be more 6-stars for you to choose from then. Like where Mudrock is not in this selector now, but it's definitely gonna be in the next one. Now that I've answered that it's a pretty worthy purchase, the question now comes with which 6-star should you be getting from the pack? Now the question of who you should be choosing comes down to being a very personal one. If let's say you're someone who cares about the aesthetics of the operator, you care that they are very pretty or very handsome looking and that's the reason that you pull them, then go ahead and pull the one that catches your eye within this batch. If you don't really care about looks, you care about the voice, the actors and actresses behind the character, then go and pick the one that intoxicate your ears. If you don't care about those two things, you care about kids, you know, you like playing characters that adds fun in your account, you love the things like stun and slow, you have some ingenious strategies that you want to play with them, then go ahead and pull those people. What I'm trying to say here is that when you decide the 6 stars that you want, and if let's say you already have a 6-star that you really want, don't be influenced by other people to the choice that you're gonna make. There's gonna be a lot of people screaming things like, no, you're gonna pull the strongest 6 stars, you're gonna pull for the better 6 stars so that you can make your game easy, so that you can make your money the most worth it. I don't think that's the case. I don't think the strongest 6 stars equals to the most worth for your money. And what's most important is you enjoying the game, you having fun in the game, and the game making you happy. If getting a certain other 6-star that is not as popular as what other people say is gonna be the thing that makes you happy, then go and pull them. This is your game. This is your sandbox. No one else should tell you how to play it. This is a PvE game. It's your time to make your own story within the game. You shouldn't let other people influence you. I don't have to influence you. You can make the choice for yourself. And I believe that even if you tell me things like, oh, but Cookie, this operator that I really want seems very weak in the game, it doesn't really matter. If you build the operator well, you build up their skills, you build up their levels, and you learn the inside out of their kit, you can be the owner of this operator that makes them look way better than other people can. It reminds me of a time where CC led Seal, right? The one with the Golem and Mudrock. At that point in time, many veteran players wanted to do max risk, so they thought of copying the CN strategies, which had Be Big, Weedy, and all the other stuff. It's the usual strategy to use Be Big to make it work. And then people will be sitting there for like 90 minutes, continuously spamming the skills. But little do many people know, there was a different way that JP players and EN players actually found to do max risk. In fact, a new max risk strategy was formulated in Arknights Global or Arknights JP using Mostima and Skyfire. Can you believe it? AoE caster operators that a lot of people look down upon because they don't like their attack speed, people don't like how they don't have a lot of damage. Turns out that they can actually perform max risk in CC-led Seal, and that's amazing to see a 6-star that people find to be lacking actually doing a great job. So that's what I'm trying to say. If let's say you want to own a 6-star, then go ahead. Take who makes you happy, and if you want to vouch for your operator, you'll be the rightful owner to make them look good so that other people can shut the hell up and say, alright, I believe you now. The fact that you can make the operator look so good for us to witness. So if let's say you want to see the CC-led Seal max risk that I'm talking about, by the way, the link to that video is in the description below. You can watch it after this video. But again, as a summary of my point, this is your game. You decide how you play it. This should be your time. This should be your fun. Other people aren't here to say how you play it, alright? You spell out your journey, your adventure within this game. Okay, 2 more things to consider. If let's say you're having a lot of 6-stars, you're missing only 1 or 2 6-stars, then I think that's all the more reason that you choose those missing 6-stars that you do not have in your account, so that you can complete your Pokédex. Unless you're telling me that you are eyeing on a particular potential of a 6-star because you care about those kind of things, like if you want to get a Surtur pot or a Backpipe pot, then yeah, I'm not stopping you. Just go ahead and take whichever that you think will help your account. If you don't fit any of the reasons that I stated just now, you are still sitting here and thinking, no, Cookie, actually, I don't even have a choice of which 6-star I want. Or you actually care about which is the best pick, which is the strongest pick, which do I feel is the most worth your money. Then I will try to help you out by giving you my opinion as to what I think will help new players and mid-game players the most when actually getting this 6-star in their account. So let me show you a tool that I'm going to use to answer this question. Now, what I have in front of me is a very unique tool that I can be using for this video. This is what is called a AK sorter, or if not, it's an Arknight sorter. I believe this was made by a Korean Arknights player, and it's a very, very nice thing they have created for us. Let me explain to you how it works. Now, I'm going to click away the select all. I can basically choose the rarities that I want to sort things by, so I can be choosing the 5-stars or the 3-stars, for instance. So let me give you an example of a 4-star. Alright, let's just sort by the 4-stars, then it will generate all the 4-stars in the game. Now, after it generates all the 4-stars in the game, it will start sorting them out with a left or right. I can basically choose between the two and see who do I like better. Either I choose one or I choose it as a tie. And at the end of this entire assortment, so if I just click randomly and I just choose around, see who I like, that kind of thing, then at the end of it, it will generate a result that positions all of the operators such that it will show who is my first pick, second pick, and it'll go all the way down to the last pick. And this is a very unique way of sort of making like a ranking list or tier list, if you want to call it that way. I don't really like tier lists, but I have to sadly call it a tier list because there's no better wording to it. I find that it's a very unique thing to play around with, and there's very few people who actually know that this exists. So if let's say you want to use this for yourself, I fear that I'm starting a Facebook or a Discord trend very soon, but you can go into this website. I'll probably put the link like in the video and the link in my description of the video as well. You can go and search it up, play around, do your own sortment and post your results for people to see, that kind of thing. Now, I can possibly use this tool for the video if I set it to 6-stars only, but the problem is that when I do it this way, this sorter doesn't allow me to choose which 6-stars or which 5-stars actually appear within it. There's no choice of saying EN only, or like narrowing it down to the people within the selector pack. So because of that, I'll end up having a problem where I also have CN operators that I have to speak of. Like for instance, now you're seeing Carnelian and Palas, which they're not even in Arknights Global yet. So I can't actually use this sorter to do my own like explanation things up, but I found an alternative that I can be using for the video. So let me show you what it is. Now this website that I have in front of me is a bias sorter. Apparently the creator of this website created this so that people can do assortment of their biases, or if not, it's another way to say K-pop groups. I understood that was the purpose because the default sorters that was allowed for me to choose were apparently either the choice of a girl K-pop group or a boy K-pop group. But we're not here to do a K-pop group tier list today. We're here to decide on which 6-star is best for the selector pack. So, the beauty of this site is that apparently there's a custom sorter function which allows me to input the things that I want to do the sorting of later on. So I've placed the 28 names of the operators that are within the selector pack into this sorter, and we've generated this nice list, complete list that we can use. Now what this sorter is now allowing me to do is to put two operators side by side and make my own comparisons between the two to at least give you a gauge of what I feel may be a better choice to pick over the other. So I think this is going to be a pretty interesting video that you guys are able to watch along with me. Hopefully you guys will like watching this, and if not, without further ado, I honestly have to say that it's not easy for me to choose one over the other at this point. Let me consider to myself. So now if I compare between the two, and I have to look at which is probably going to help people's account more, I'm going to have to put that, to me, Angelina is